is up, dudes? Welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody? Sorry, I know I missed a few messages at the top of the chat. I actually had to refresh my browser and missed some messages. I know there was some questions about release dates on the mod. I have no idea, unfortunately, and we have still a lot of work to do. With regards to that, this is not the last part of the mod that needs to be done. We still got some work to do. But I do see starting at Baby Luke and Hoonigan Diesel. What's up, guys? And there's Faber there with a 17 months. 17 months of being a member of this channel. It's awesome, dude. I appreciate it, man. Diesel, how you doing, buddy? Cameron Rogers, how's everybody doing? 7 people watching, 10 likes on the stream. I think I'm going to go ahead and pile on in here. Not much has changed since the last week. It has been very, very slow progress because there's a lot that needs done. And I had a very busy weekend. When is the tractor getting released? Brendan, I just said I have no idea. It'll be done when it's done. That's what I know. All right, let's do this. Yeah, timed out. There you go. Jumps off 5 minutes early. I did. I wanted to get started. It's been a busy weekend. I wanted to get into this, get it rolling. Still got a ton of work to do. I want to make sure I get started on getting it done. That being said, there's quite a few things we can talk about today. Been a very busy weekend. Had a lot of fun with Mistack. We got out, got to see the point, did all sorts of cool stuff, enjoyed ourselves. First issue we're going to try to work out today is the color issue, because this should be an easy one. I'm praying this is an easy one. Please don't be a pain. Please don't be a pain. Johnny, how you doing, man? Hey, by the way, Johnny, I just updated the mods on the server, so everything should be good. I don't actually know that the AgCo's a required mod anymore. I think I might have took it off the list altogether, because I don't think we were using it, and I don't know that we were going to, so... Alright, so Grapple. I need to figure out why, if we take off materials, add gloss, all this stuff, it still acts as if it's just not there. So that's going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure what I might have done wrong. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Should be an easy one. Yes, I know, right? It never works out that way. And I just assigned that improperly. Screwed that up. This needs to be specular. I mean, everything was showing up right. This is the weird thing that, like, doesn't make a ton of sense. There we go. Sounds back. Wavelink here. I don't know what the deal is. This last update that came out ruined it. And I'm really getting irritated about it, but I'm kind of stuck with it for now until I can spend $400 to upgrade my audio equipment. So if that crashes, we lose audio for a second. And luckily, I quit hearing the music, so it's very obvious when I lose it. So only problem is when we're in a game that you can't get out of. It's a problem. So like ATS, it's hard to toggle back to the main desktop screen while you're playing the game. Yeah, that's an issue. I don't know what to do about it. Legacy, it most certainly was the update. I'm not sure what happened with Wavelink, but it decided it was going to be a POS after that. And it has been for like 3 weeks now. Literally, I'll be sitting here doing something pre-stream or even after stream, and all of a sudden, audio just gone. Just gone. No explanation for it. Okay, so now here's where we see what we could do about this. Because I'm changing color matte 0 to different things, and it's not changing the color. So I had to have done something wrong in Blender? I don't know, man. Of course, I just opened a blank Blender file instead of what I actually needed. Here's the last one, too. There you were. That's Keith. Keith, how you feeling, man? How you feeling, buddy? Bust this out so if you can see anything. Set to metal. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I set it to color matte 0. Almost positive of it. Don't need that. UV. I don't actually want to do that. I want to see UV editing. All right, you see it. Color matte 0. Color matte 0. I do know there's some other issues we could try to fix, I guess, while we're in here. We'll just try to re-upload these two parts as a UV, but yeah, we need to figure out these extra vertices here. Should be an easy fix. Again, I keep saying that, but these extra vertices cause some issues for us, so we're gonna see what we can do about those, I guess. So I don't want that one, that one, that one, that one. I don't actually need that one. Try that again. When will it release? Probably. There's no release dates for mods. Nobody has any idea. It'll be done when it's done. And that's the end of it. Mark Davis, I'm sure you've been around the community long enough to have heard that at least once. I might cut you some slack, and we won't time you out this time, but below the grid, shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. I mean, I guess the way to tell would be to see what my pins are. They look like a chrome. Unless it's a galvanized. This right here is what we're trying to fix right now. That little texture glitch. Jason, you keep saying 6 months for testing, and that's wildly over drastic on that. I think you might be right, Scoot. I think I might have all of these UV'd wrong. Now that I'm looking at it. Because this looks like a galvanized. It's been a while since I did any UV stuff. Load in. I want this. It's not all I want this. That's what I want. I think you might be right, because I think right now I'm set to. It must be set to silver. That doesn't make sense either, because these should be chrome. They look like they're galvanized. Yeah, we pin that. So we take care of that because it's a common question today. It seems weird. The cylinders, I'm pretty sure I set them to chrome, and they look like they're showing up as a galvanizing game, which doesn't make any sense. We're going to separate these selections for now, so that we can try to fix this issue. Just isolate the problem vertices. Delete those and see what we get. That's better. Keep blaming me for the audio. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Thanks so much, Elgato, for breaking it. Oh, you know the worst part is? I used to be able to control my audio with my Stream Deck, and that's part of the reason why I bought this setup. Let me show you what happens if I try to add a wavelength audio button to my Stream Deck controls. Just because this is so good. Like this is the reason I spent, you know, $400 on the Stream Deck. Go to wavelength, add any button, and you get an orange triangle. Please launch wavelength. Wavelength is launched. What do you want from me? And it has been like this for months, so I can't control my audio with my Stream Deck at all. Drive me freaking nuts, dude. Spent $150 on a mic, another, you know, X amount of money on the Stream Deck, and you can't even use it the way for what I bought it for. It's just great. All right, well, that's an issue fixed. Although again, it doesn't make any sense because these are set to over 1, up 3. Over 1. No, I'm sorry. Up 1, over 3. It should be chrome. If you look at it in game, it doesn't make any sense. Logged in. Yes, I have. Everything is set up right. It's just wavelength is, and now this is crashing. No, we're good. Okay. Yeah. I can't really tell what that texture is supposed to be. Come out of the shop, maybe it'll be easier to see in game. The game is acting really terrible right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't tell what that. It almost, maybe it looks like a fabric. Maybe that's what's going on. This does almost look like a fabric, doesn't it? I'll be really mad if I have all of these wrong. Because that means everything that we did in the last stream, re-uploading everything, getting everything back in game, getting everything re-zeroed, was literally for nothing. That's exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on. Yeah. Nailed it, Scoot. That's where I screwed up. Typical. Let me get my material sheet pulled up over here off to the side so you guys don't have to keep staring at it. I think I had these set as before. Painted metal black. Which is not where it is. Which is why it looks so weird. It's gear stick plastic. Right now is what it's set as. It's a good call, Scoot. Good call. It's been a while since I did UV stuff. Apologies, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. And my cylinder rods are screwed up for some reason. Why are my cylinder rods screwed up? I had all this separated. Oh, that needs redone. Ay, ay, ay. Control J. These pins are all separated, right? Yep. All this should have already been done. Why is this part of the frame? This shouldn't be part of the frame either. Oh my goodness, man. I'm on a previous version or something before I separated all this. No idea what I did. Appreciate it, Scoot. It is definitely the most fun, rewarding thing ever. Most of the time. When you're not driving yourself nuts with the smallest things. 100% agree. And this isn't going to work. This needs to be bigger for sure. Go back to layout. This middle part. Otherwise, it's going to have clipping weird faces going on. And actually, I know of a few faces that aren't right. We got to try to figure out. D-Max, how you doing, man? Joe, how you doing, buddy? You can need a cold. I'm going to need probably a little more into cold one, but we'll see how it goes. So I figured today would be easy fixes, not that I completely screwed up from the last stream that we did on this and completely just screwed myself, but you guys know how it goes at this point. It's all just a pain, no matter what you do. Yeah, turn off X-ray. For some reason, these faces are flipped. Trying to remember how to flip faces. It's been a minute. You? No. Used to remember the shortcut for it, but it's been so long since we did Blender stuff. Maybe I don't want to be. No, I gotta be in edit mode. Flip faces or something like that. What am I looking for? Normals, here it is. I got it. Calculate outside. So good to see that there's a bunch on here that need to be fixed. I know I checked all this at one point and it was fine. Mesh, normals, recalculate outside. Oh, still some weird ones. What's happening there? Alt N? Yeah, that's what it is. Why is it just this top one that has issues? All the other ones look fine. Weird, man. Alt and calculate inside. Now, and it just screws that up even worse. So we have to delete this panel and bring in a new one from somewhere else, basically. I need an extra pack. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Hey, good night, Faber. Take it easy, man. Wait. How do we get zeroed? No, it's not actually 0, is it? Just gonna be fun for trying to scale it. I guess let's get it flattish and then we'll scale it. Still not quite right. Drag it over some grid lines here so we can try to line it up with that. I would say just try to re-zero using the zero tool, but problem is that it probably wasn't 0 to begin with. That's pretty close. Yeah, from there I can work with that. Whole panel a little bit wider, something like that. Rotate it to match the angle. What should we do? Kind of line it up here. All right. It's pretty close. Touching there, we are touching there because we're off like a degree still. That's about perfect there, I think. Yeah, it's about as close as you're getting. Drag it up a little bit. Hey, I got the panel like very close to the right size. And all my normals are now right, so cool. All right, that's all of our normals fixed. Everything looks right. All right, cool. So now we got to actually go and fix our UVs. Yeah, which means a lot of this crap. Which I'm positive we already did at least once. And then we'll have to go in and reset everything that we already did once. Get tired of doing things 6 freaking times for the same issue. That's the one part about modding that is driving me nuts. You think you did everything right, feels like you did everything right. Check everything looks right. You go put it in game and you realize you made one stupid little mistake somewhere along the line and screwed you terribly. And I just made another one. These chrome pins are not meant to be part of the back here. So now, do a smart UV project with that again. And for some reason I have an extra pin here. Extra pin for some reason. So now what's happening? There's a pin here. So there's still another one? Yeah, there's still another one. That's it. There we go. Oh my goodness. How many of those pins do you think I needed? Makes me worried what's under here. Nothing. That one's fine, apparently. Just gonna make sure we do another smart UV project on that. How's Cody today? Make sure I do this one more time on him, make sure I got everything right. Just double checking my work. We'll get it done. Just gonna drive me nuts every step of the process. These two can definitely be on the same category, no problem there. And I want them to be painted metal black. Requires us to go to, well, do I want them to be painted metal black or do I want to leave them alone? Make them color matte 1. I'm going to make them color matte 1. Even more different than what we did before. Same with this mesh. Color matte 1. Color matte 0. Color matte 0. Cylinders, we're going to make, this has to be painted metal black. Makes sense. For the cylinder parts. 0, 1, 2, yep. This is in the wrong spot. This needs to be down. Excited for Labor Day? Me. I need a 3-day weekend. Me. Those are on chrome. These need to be on chrome. This frame needs to be, we'll probably do painted metal black for it. So you can change the mesh color, but the other black parts stay black. It's up to you what you want it to be. And that's how we're gonna do it. I feel like that makes the most sense. I think in game right now it's set to have a design color anyway, so I might as well use it. Just double check that. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to change the mesh color, so we'll make it so we can change the mesh color. Holiday payday, yeah. These pins are right. No, they're not. Glad I caught it. Just double check every single piece. One more time. Cylinder ram. Painted metal black. 1, 2. Yep. These guys. Chrome. 2. Chrome. Liam. Hey, Liam, I appreciate that, man. I'm going to try to keep getting everything done. Work on my mod Labor Day. No. Nope. Use on your own, dude. I got you where you're... Got you some parts worked out. That's all you now. If you get stuck on something, like I said, and let me know, but... It's all you, buddy. I got plenty enough to keep me busy. Dragon Slayer, that's what we're working on right now, man. Coming along pretty good. This is the same, yeah. Just double checking my work here. I think I got everything right. Oh, okay. Oh, you'll probably work on it. Okay. Ferret, yeah, I read that wrong. That's my bad. It's my bad. Our reading comprehension skills. What am I grabbing here? What are these vertices from? That's weirding me out. There's some weird vertices popping up. Yeah, they're doing it here too. It's because I'm face selecting. Yeah, okay. That's not weird. Alright. Export it again. We'll fix the parts we screwed up, which is basically all of them. Up. Updated. Grapple. V3. The third try at updating the Grapple. Just one more time. Quadruple check myself. Please don't crash. Whatever you do, Blender. It did not. Okay. Save, just so I don't screw this up again. Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't happy with how the original Grapple was looking, and it wasn't going to function very well because of the way it was set up. This is a much better Grapple. It took some time to make it right, but that's, like I said from the beginning, there's no half-assing in this project, and I intend to stick to that and keep this as nice as I possibly can. I don't want to release something that isn't good. That's absolutely not what I want. I don't want to upload something to the mod hub that sucks. You can't pick up logs with, or the Grapple looks weird. You know, if that means it takes longer, that means it takes longer. That's just the way I am. I'm not gonna give you something half-ass. Refuse to give you something half-ass. Farmson Freak, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Doing, buddy? Transform group. Broke 1K? Oh my goodness, that is awesome, dude. That is awesome. Let me throw you a channel link. We're gonna help you keep getting past that 1K. I'll warn you, at 1K I did find a slowdown right at 1K. So if you get slow for a little bit, don't worry. Normal. Although you could totally like rocket from there, because I've seen that too. Copy. Spamming it. Everybody go sub to Farmson Freak. Go comment on his most recent video or stream and say congratulations with a little dash. Just like this. I'll show you. Just like this. Go comment on one of his streams with that. Do that for me. Hook me up, guys. Let him know I sent you. Dude, no problem, man. No problem. You've hooked me up with some cool stuff. Helped me out along my journey. I'm more than happy to help you out with yours. Like I say to everybody that comes across here and creates content, this channel and me personally, my goal on this platform is to grow and make this something that I could rely on. And I know a ton of people out there feel the exact same way. That's what they want. That's why they're here. And if I can help somebody achieve that goal, then all the better. That's what we're here for. That's what a lot of us are here for. I won't say everybody. There's a lot of people it's just a hobby, but even then, you know, it's good to make friends and enjoy the process of being here, you know. Helping other people just make everything more pleasant, more enjoyable. That's something I enjoy doing. All right, let me see if we can start zeroing some stuff back out. DJ's Club, what's up, dude? How you doing, buddy? Rank 29, how you doing, man? Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. All right, I think I have everything back roughly where it needs to be. Roughly being the keyword. We're definitely gonna have to re-zero things out and make everything right, but Rank, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, dude. Helps a ton. Helps a ton. There we go. I think we're reset to a spot that's workable. Got an 8. Yeah, I got gray hanging out the bottom now. 1059. There we go. I should be really, really close. Obviously, we still need to zero everything back out, so that's its own fun process. We'll just have to look at the exact locations on everything and make sure we got it right. Piston. Let me make sure everything's called out the same way. So this is going to be grapple rod. Obviously these are zeroed out much closer, not perfectly. We can see how much that affects things in game real quick. How perfect the zeroing needs to be. I don't think in this case it actually does. I think it can be off a little bit and be okay for that particular item. I don't think we're going to be hurting. So we just go grapple rod. Where the old one was. With where the punch is located, you should be able to zero off of that and get it close. And everything's zeroed. Rotation is backwards though. Yep, there we go. That's how we get that right. Okay. Very close. Did it? Made a camper? Oh, cool. Send some pictures in Discord. It's cool, man. Okay, so cylinder ends. Which we called out as cylinder rods. Call it cylinder rod ends. Drag those up. Really don't think those actually matter because I think they're more or less a visual component. More or less. Rod and pins. Shouldn't matter a ton on location on these guys. It really should be all about fine. Rod and pins. Made some messed up billboards. Oh yeah. Cylinder ram. Grapple ram. Double check with our original grapple ram, and yes, it is kind of zeroed out at least a little bit. So we could do for that is work this transform. And I think this one does actually matter. I think this is part of why it's not perfect. Because I think it doesn't know exactly where it's indexing off the grapple ram. And right now would be a good spot to tell it where to index that. About there feels about right. That all looks pretty close. I'm gonna work that. We're gonna use that to put our zeros on this. So we're gonna drag this in there. Oh shoot, before I do that, I need to rotate. Try to get the rotation close. At least try to. Should be pretty close. Ram. Okay. Let's try to zero off of that and see how close we are. Should put us at least in the neighborhood. Does this have different colors for it? Yes, it does. We need to delete the underscore. Or add that, sorry. Grapple RAM. Yeah, so right now it's not working in game, but I can quickly show you on the tractor the color options. I made a whole color palette for all my mods. And it's using a lot of the popular colors that are out there from like 82 Studios. Ridiculous Dominic has a pretty good color palette, so I borrowed a lot of the colors that they use. That way you can replicate some of that if you wish. Kind of get the idea. You got some toothpaste tractor in there. You got nitro blue. I added a couple of my own as well. Some nice ones. Should have plenty of options there to work with. And yes, you can if you wanted to. If you wanted to make it look exactly like a Kubota, you can. Maybe something like that. If you're looking for a Kubota, you could go with like the base game silver wheel. You can kind of do that. Yes, Kubota, and it's labeled as such, Kubota Orange. So you know exactly which one you're looking for. Because I knew that was going to be a popular request, since people would want to make a Kubota Orange. Yes, you can. I will not have Kubota stickers, because Giants will not allow that, but I did at least give you guys the option for the color. This is arm stuff. Let me get this back frame worked in. A quick attach pin should be really easy. Let me do that real quick. These are more or less just a visual component. Why did I say borrow instead of steal? That's... no. That's not true at all. I'm guessing his buddy gave him permission for it, so assuming that it's stealing is very rude. So now the mesh. Okay, so the main is what we really want to do right now. And unless his buddy comes out and says, no, I didn't give him permission for it, it's not fair to assume anything. Which I'm sure we'll find out about if that's the case. Okay, well, I just told you, Jason, that's not fair. So that's my timeout. Not fair to assume. Grapple. Main. Yeah. go ahead and stick it up there. I don't think it really needs to have a set location. It doesn't look like it. It seemed to be too bothered by it, so we're just gonna roll with it. Then we need the ram pins, which are 2-cylinder rear pins. Or in that case, all of the pins because I screwed something up again. Oh, how much do I care? Doesn't matter. I don't know if it matters or not. Shoot. Should have separated those. Well, I mean, at the end of no, they're a visual component. At the end of the day, they don't move, so it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. I don't think. We're gonna find out. Grapple. I was pretty sure I can literally just call them grapple pins. I don't think that they need called out on the i3D, so. Yeah, I mean, they're part of the frame. They don't move, so. Should be fine. And then the lower mesh doesn't matter either because it's obviously it doesn't move. We'll call it something nice, so that way it's easy to identify, but. That's fine. That's what I called it before too. Again, it doesn't actually matter, I don't think, but. I'm not sure if the mount is included in this group. I don't know for sure. We can go ahead and remove that though. Past it. Technically, grapple frame could include all of these parts, or grapple main could include all of these parts. There's no reason why not. Aside from i3D stuff, which Lord knows I'm gonna have to fix there. Or I'm sorry, not i3D. I mean i3D mapping. Clarify. So there's actually no i3D mappings. Interestingly. So it doesn't matter at all. As far as I can tell. And we just have grapple top, which is on a vertice. So we wanna drag that in and zero that out. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out after the stream. So we're gonna put this into this category. And then we can zero off of that with the grapple top. So now we can hit edit, freeze, apply. And that gives us a ref idea. Call it grapple. Top. And then we need the mesh. Arm. Mesh. Wish it did an interior though. It's never too late. You can go back and do it. It might be a pain in the butt, but you can go back and do it. be able to tell very easily which one is which. Yeah, this one needs to go. And the last thing we have is this frame here. Which I'm realizing now I know where I screwed up here. Grapple frame. Or I call it attacher frame. All of this can get added to that. That can go into this one needs to come out. Goes in the grapple main. I think did all that right. I think we're good. Give the interior to him. Yeah, there you go. See, Jason, he just explained it. It's not even meant to be an all platforms mod. So, like, it's the Wild West, and it's not going to be an all platforms mod. It literally doesn't matter. You can edit whatever you want if you have a computer. It doesn't make it stolen unless you're getting paid for it or releasing it. That's the rules. I need to get rid of all these random transforms. It ends up biting me in the ass. It ends up biting me in the ass, but I need to clean it up. I feel better about that. Now we need to cast, receive tangents all the way across the board on every single part. Cast, receive tangents. 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 All right. And now we need to go into our gloss and albedos, or I'm sorry, gloss and normals. Should be pretty easy. Should only take me a second here. I've done it about 500,000 times at this point. Specular, okay. Normal. Okay. Shader source. I always fuck up. Because I'll hit Control Z instead of actually fixing it. Color mask. And all of our chrome parts are chrome again. Alright. Grapple RAM, same thing. Gloss. Shouldn't have had to hit all this again. This is weird. Data shared. Specular. Normal. All right, that's the black pieces sorted. That should mean rod ends as well. But I need to do that, the shader source and all that stuff, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Vehicle shader. Yes, that's exactly what should have happened. I need to fix my spelling issues. Sam, how you doing, man? Welcome in, buddy. color mask. These are color changing. The other ones are metal black, so that's no problem. Should be all good. Should be all happy. Set gloss. It should make this whole thing yellow when I'm done. Very obvious if I did things right or not. Specular. Okay. Normal. Normal. Okay. Shader source. The vehicle shader. Variation is going to be color mask. We're just going to change to yellow. Yes, you can see now it's right. Now everything's right. Should be. Click save. Please, for the love of God. It worked. There's some parts I need to fix, but it worked. And now if we go into our game menu and we go to reload. So it might be, oh, I'm gonna crash the game for a minute. Okay. Too many trees. You have to cut down trees. That's the only way to fix it. And some maps, they just start with too many trees on the map. Unfortunately. Kind of is what it is. On PC, there's a mod to remove the limit, but on console, you're stuck with it. Unfortunately. All right. Here's where we fix our issues. So, Grapple base node is, it's calling it 032, which it is not anymore. It's now going to be use Grapple top just because that's a good node to use. So the Grapple itself, we're going to use 1 1 0 1. And then the mesh, we're going to use the same thing, but with an O at the end. 0 1 1 0 1. It's probably just because I reassigned the i3D stuff. I'm almost positive that's what it is. I'll find out very quickly if it is. Yep. See? Obviously, it's still going to get the other one working right, but that's kind of what I figured had happened. So, yeah. I am worried, though, because I called... They're both labeled as metal black in there. What I might have to do is re-upload the mesh just on its own and put it in as John Deere yellow in my other, using a different material. See what happens. Because right now it's calling metal black on both of them. And it's probably not going to love that. But we'll see if I can fix it. I might be able to fix it. I don't know if I can or not. Yeah, I don't know if I can or not. Might not be a thing. Might have to just re-upload it like I was talking about. Set it to John Deere yellow, my materials. And then re-upload just that way it's separate from... Yeah. Because it's rating both in GE as metal black. and doesn't know what to do with it. I thought about that when I was doing it. I kind of had a feeling I might have to come back in here and change that. That's okay, though. It's just 2 parts. I just unassign materials from them all together, and then assign. That should fix it. Just so that way it's something different. Now if I go back and then send these, explore them again. Rescale them real quick. It should be real easy. Swap them over. Almost at it. Almost got away with it. Now where's it out? Grapple. In here somewhere, I know it. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot. It's under modding stuff. Duh. That's why I can't find it. Grapple V3 mesh. There we go. And we just need, again, another transform group. Slide it back this way. Vaguely there. Which is good enough. Drag it into here. Rotate them. Exactly what the scale needs to be, so that's easy. Drag it forward just so we're close. Let's do 1.059 across the board. Paste. And then probably need to move them back a touch. Probably need to move them down a touch. Easy enough. Close enough to the original positions doesn't make a ton of difference. And then this one, freeze them just so they're closer. In case I ever needed to change anything or something. This is gonna be a log grapple arm mesh. Delete that one. And then this is log grapple frame mesh. There's a one below. No, did that wrong. Literally doesn't matter where in the group it is. Whichever one's the red one is the one that's got to go. So that'd be this one. And then we got to do the same thing we just did with all the other ones. Cast, receive, tangents, gloss, set to specular. Again, I got to dig through this damn folder. If I had any sense, I'd pin this freaking folder outside of this, but film for 2.5 hours. No problem, dude. I just get to talk to the ladies. It's pretty boring work tonight, to be honest with you. It's just fixing my mistakes, more or less. But, you know, We're getting there. Might be a good time to go ahead and talk about some ideas I had running through my head for the week. You guys keep asking for a Fallout playthrough. Do you guys really want a Fallout playthrough? Is that something you guys are down for? I'm thinking about it. Thinking about doing either Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, one of the two, as a playthrough on the channel. And we've been very busy with all sorts of different things and the mod and everything, and it makes it hard to break out and do stuff like Fallout. But if you guys want, we might be able to throw in a stream here or there on some Fallout. Alright, that should make everything right. Just gotta go to the mesh, cast, receive, tangents. It's all set. So I crashed the wedding. Hold up. Hey man, if you can get to Ohio, feel free. I will provide you an address. Address, date, time, all that good stuff. Get to Ohio. All right, that should fix my problem. If I go to reload the game now, it should work. Should. Okay, so it's still not working. So we need to set a different i3D node. I might not have needed to do that at all, but I feel better about it. 1101. I said the wrong freaking node. That's why. Dingbat. You bet. Address GL. It would be funny, wouldn't it? Mesh. Yeah. Is it actually changing color? Yep. It sure is. So if you happen to want a yellow and orange mesh, yeah, you can do it. I don't know why you'd want to change the color of the mesh, but I was thinking maybe if you wanted to do complete John Deere theme, right? So you could do like John Deere green and yellow. Or maybe you wanted something gray or something. You could do that. I guess if you went with like a brown, maybe it'll look a little rusty. At least you have the option. So I don't know why you change it, but I'll give you the option. The option to choose. Trio, how you doing, man? Here you go. Here you go, guys. It's in-game. It appears much nicer than it did before. Looks like the UVs are all doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not sure that I like the normal material, though. I might change that. Might change that to be more of a metallic. I feel like that looks weird. It looks very matte. Yeah, I mean, you basically can do whatever you want now. Like that was the idea. But you have whatever colors you want. I don't like the material. Oh, what do I want to set it to though? We'll find out. Material 0. No, let's just do 0. This will make all the colors look a little better. See what I mean? See? A little more vibrant. I can set it to all sorts of different wacky materials. All that is the is this this chart here. So 0 is painted metal, painted plastic. That's what it was set to with 1 was painted plastic, which obviously looked kind of weird. 40 looks good. Shiny car paint. Let's see what it looks like. Material. I don't know if I'm gonna go for it just because I have everything else set to 0. But we'll see how it looks. That does look a little shiny. Do you like that? Yeah, it's saving everything right. Yep. It does look nice and shiny. Do you like that? I've seen the grays look good with the shiny car paint. Yeah. Yeah, they totally do. It adds like a pearl to it, almost. I do like that. I say it's not that different from standard, but I might do that to everything. Give it all the shiny car paint. That might look cool. Good call. Good call. Yeah, I'll just see it on the tractor. So let's do that. Let's throw one on the tractor. Get a look at her. Of course, I'm way away from where stuff spawns in. .31 mile an hour. Oh, right there looks like the new one. Okay, attacher joint's wrong. Gotta fix that. Well, that ain't gonna work. Interesting. Where is it set to now? 013 is yelling at me. What is 013? We use no 134. Hydraulic stuff. Attacher joint set to 037, so we just probably need to reset to whatever it is now, because I probably changed it when I changed everything else. Make it smaller so I can see everything. Attacher joint is 013 now. Yeah, that's why. 013. Ready for August to end? I think I am. But the only problem is that means it's the start of September, which means it's about to get real busy for me. It's where the real fun begins, because that means the wedding's in less than a month. Which it already is in less than a month, but... Yep, here we go. Okay, now it's attached. Obviously we need to move the attacher joint around a little bit, which is fine. Feeling we would. Down, over, save, reload. It's a little more comfortable so we can scale up the actual attacher joint, or the actual attacher itself. The frame and the, now we want the, so we gotta take this screw out for the main. So then we need the attacher frame. It's gonna need to be a little bit bigger, which is fine. We're just gonna go a little wider. It's partly why I did it this way, so we could scale it separately to make it work. Now it's too wide. It's super easy to change. A little wider, it needs to go that way for some reason. Touch narrower. Touch to the right, touch narrower. Makes things nice and easy to get exactly perfect. Okay, so that's right. Now we need to get the pins lined up to match. Frame pins, we need to actually scale those up. Oh, what the hell are these from? What am I looking at here? Yeah, I don't need these ones at all. I did that completely wrong. These quick attach pins, though, can go into that group. And then just get scaled up, generally. It can actually be frozen, I think. That would help a little bit. Maybe not. It's for Zoll Group. A little better. Let's do this. Freeze, okay. Put them back up here. I'll scale them up a little bit. Drag them back forward. Let's see where we're at now. That should be a lot closer. DJ's Club, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Proposed merger need to be brought into the game, and now have everything. Yeah, it's pretty close, isn't it? A little too wide. Scale them down a little bit. Move them down just a touch while I'm at it. Slide them back out a touch, and we'll be there. Right on with it. Close that out. Slide them back to there. Yep. Load. How's that look? Yep, spot on. Okay, that's done. Everything's scaled right. Everything's in game. The colors work. How about our rotations? Currently, no. None of my rotations work. Okay. Which is probably XML stuff that we need to sort out. So, cylinder, yep. All of our moving tools need to be adjusted. Which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay. So the moving tool is going to be claw 011. That's what moves. Just to confirm that, if we're looking at the claw group, yeah. The piston's its own thing. We're gonna have to figure that out separate. So 011 is our claw. Tool open close, and then the dependent part is going to be what is our dependent part? That would be our cylinder. It moves dependent on the I hate cylinders. I hate moving stuff. That makes sense. Let me try that real quick and see what I get. Can I? Yes. Now the arm moves. Okay. So then we need to set our dependent part. So now claw, actual transform for claw is exactly where it moves off of. So we'll want to get the rotation right on everything below claw, which means we need to rotate appropriately here. That means setting some weird angles on stuff. It might help us in the long run because we've set claw to be R0. Although now the weird thing is that's got this all out of whack. Well, let me try that real quick just to see if it happens to fix the rotation at all. No. Okay. Put all that back. That's fine for now. We'll work that out. We're making really good progress today. We're almost there, and I know exactly where I need to be. So, yeah. So our dependent part then needs to be our punch. I'm pretty sure. If we set that to 01 to 0, that will force. Save this, yes. No, still not it. Because I don't have part dependency set, right? All right. Hey, that's all you, Cameron Barley. You got to figure that out yourself, man. I can't tell you exactly what works best for you. That's something you gotta try and work out. So, and what I would do is I would try, you know, a bunch of different things and see what you like making. That's the only way to figure that out. Because you might start doing time-lapse videos and realize you hate it, or you might start doing RP videos and realize it's a pain in the butt. You know, and that's a lot of what my channel is experimentation, seeing what I like to do, and going from there. You have to kind of work that in. Yeah. It takes a lot of time to work out and figure out. It really does. There's still things that, like, I don't know. Like I said, I just asked you guys if you guys would be down for a Fallout playthrough. You know? Like, it has nothing to do with what I normally do on the channel, but, like, it's something that you guys might be interested in, and it might be worth looking into, you know? That's what you have to work out. Yeah, I do have the grappling game. We're just working out the cylinder stuff. And see, that I get a lot of that answer too. I'm okay with whatever you want to do. And yeah, so what you're gonna have is you're gonna have a couple different types of people that'll subscribe to your channel. You'll have people that'll come and watch anything, which is a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are in that group. So cylinders a reference point, and they should rotate. They should, as long as I have the cylinder stuff set, which right now I don't, so I need to set that. I was thinking that on the dependent, I was trying to figure out what the dependent part needed to be. Yeah, like there's a good group of people that are going to be in that will watch whatever you want to make group. You're going to have some people that are only going to watch shorts that you make, and that's a vast majority of our channel subscribers here. And then there's people that only watch videos, and then you're gonna have people that will only watch farming simulator videos. They won't watch anything else. That's what they want to watch from you. Yeah, it's a progression from there, you know. And you got to figure out what people like on your channel, and really just getting to the point where people will watch whatever you want to make. That's the goal, you know. Just try to figure it out. Try to get to be good at everything, you know. Get good at everything you like to do, to put it that way. So yeah, so it needs to be the moving part node needs to be 012 for our cylinder. I'm pretty sure it should start to make things move. If I do that, that'll at least make it do something, I believe. No, I need to give it more info. Probably need to give it punch and grapple, or punch and can't remember what the other one. Punch and join. So let me be more specific. Let me tell it 012. And And then reference point, it's calling for 3408, which doesn't exist anymore. It's calling for Grapple. What do you type up? Code you have on there? It's a Grapple CGS. What are you doing? Not sure where you saw that. Are you looking at the configurations? Where did you see that? Was it in Notepad or was it in... Grapple CGS? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Talking about color indexes or... trying to see what you might have been talking about. I don't see anything. So reference point 3408 has got to be the frame reference, I'm pretty sure, which is 01203. So 01203. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's not at all what I want. 01203. Do you guys have a preference on Fallout 3 or Fallout 4? Let's do a poll. Just so I can start planning it out if we're going to do it. So I've been doing Fallout New Vegas in my free time for myself. So I'm not going to do that. Otherwise it'll get repetitive and I'll have to keep track of two different playthroughs, so I'm not going to do that. But Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 is what I want to poll on. Fear the Deer farm. I think I do remember that. I do remember Fear the Deer. And then the translating part is then going to be the really rotten pin stuff. So this could all get grouped together. So then we have the grapple rod is the translating part. That's what's moving. Fallout 3. That's kind of my preference too. I was really kind of thinking Fallout 3. But I will say there's so much with Fallout 4 that you can do. And if I do Fallout 3, it's probably going to be unmodded. I'm probably not going to mess with anything. I'm just going to run it like it is and enjoy it like it is. Enjoy it the way the devs meant for you to enjoy it. If I get really annoyed with anything, I'll add a mod in, but... like terminals in particular, like I don't love hacking terminals. I know how to do it, and I'm fairly good at it. I just don't like doing it. Okay, so that still didn't work. It's still not referencing my... to my main point. Which doesn't make much sense. So I have something wrong in this cylinder now. Josh is much better with cylinders than me. It might end up a Josh project. Figuring this cylinder out. Oh man. What I need to do is pull the version in that he sent before this and compare exactly what was what. Okay, let's do that real quick. Download it. Just so I can completely compare side by side exactly what it was and what it is now. Fallout 4 is leading the poll. So, there's a few things with Fallout 4 that really do bug me, that I don't like the way they did. And they're fine, I can work around them, but like the weapons in the game in particular, like the assault rifle, the combat rifle, like I hate those guns. I'm probably gonna use replacers on them That's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to have to come up with a good mods list and stuff like that. It's going to take me a little bit longer to get a series ready to go. Fallout 3, I could pretty much boot it up and run it. That's kind of the magic about Fallout 3, is it's pretty good out of the box. There's stuff about it that you're not going to like, but it's pretty good out of the box. So, you know, there's some mix and match you could do there. Maybe I'm not even gonna bother unzipping it. I should be able to figure out exactly what I'm looking at, I think. I think Fallout 3, and I will say the one thing about Fallout 3, I watched many a true nerds. Fallout 3 is better than you think video game today. It's probably like the 10th time I've watched it, and it's like every time I do, I remember so many points about it that I'm like, oh my gosh, he's right, dude. There's so much about that game that like was done so well, and it makes me miss it so much. Like, there's so many choices you can make in that game. It's stuff that so many people complained about for such a long time. It just didn't make any sense. But okay, so I can close this out. I'm done with that. So grapple top. 0340 is the claw. Okay, that it's referring to. So that needs to be set to whatever claw is now. So the moving tool needs to be claw. Okay. And that's the first reference point claw, or the second reference point claw. So 0110. That's what we're looking for. And I could just go in and add transforms to make it end up what I want it to be, but that's, to me, kind of lazy, and I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of all the random transforms to make it right. Just make sure I know exactly what I'm typing here. To be 0110. So I had the moving tool right. Okay. So now we're going to go to the dependent part, which it's calling for 035. Okay, so we look for 035. Just going to be 035. It's probably referring to the piston. Yeah. So whatever we set the piston as needs to be our dependent part. 012. So we go into here and we set 012. Cool. And now we go F12, reload, and now something should at least function off of that. Not quite. Okay. That's okay. Not gonna get discouraged yet. Should be okay. Now we're looking for 035 again, which we know is 012. Without the O. And then our reference point is going to be 03408. So we need to go look in here again for 03408, which I think is 03408. Node, whatever node is. That is our second number, 01107. So we go in here, 01107. Okay. Save. And then we're looking for same thing again, 03408, which is now 01107. And then translating part is going to be 035 again. So 035, or 0350, I'm sorry. 0350, which 035, it's going to be the punch. So whatever punch is on mine needs to match. Punch 0120. Yeah, most of them close, actually. I just missed the mark by just a little bit. So now if we go try that, you can see it already likes that much better. Still not perfect. We got to get that rear point right, because it's kind of wanting to slide all over the place instead of staying solid, which is an issue, which that's not actually from a translation. That's because the point's in the wrong spot in the i3D. So whatever we're calling on for that point, which I think is that 035, which we're calling on piston to be that, needs to be stationary. So to do that, we have to make it not a translating part. Because right now we're telling it that's a moving part, and it's not. Max update distance is max update distance. It's active dirty. I did not know I needed that. I will add that. Sure. Oh, mineral one. Max update distance. Food farms. Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate the heads up. Max update distance equals. Okay, no problem. Probably was there before. Grabs battle about it. I believe it. The game is so like needy with some little stuff like that like you totally wouldn't catch if you're not careful. Yeah, so that's why is that translating? That's what we need to figure out. So 012. We need 0121 to stay still. There's no place that we tell it to move. So can't tell if I need to move it around in the i3D or Baby Luke. It's pinned at the top of the chat, man. No, I did not. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, if you can tell me how this node works, maybe it'll happen sooner. This is what's happening. If you could tell me exactly how to fix it, then there you go. You helped progress the speed of the mod. How does it move? The back part of the cylinder should not move. It should be stationary. I mean, it should rotate, because that's necessary. It should go like this. Up or down as needed. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of how that works. Gotta be something. It's probably not called out in here at all. Just 012. 121. It's literally just not called out anywhere. So then it's got to be assuming that it's just part of piston, right? Which, I mean, to be fair, it is. So I wonder if I just moved it to claw. The only problem is that, no, it doesn't necessarily change anything else. So let me try that. Now it's just moving with the arm, which isn't right either. Fear, I mean, it could be now, it could be a year, or it could be, I mean, it's going to be however long it takes. 3 months is honestly kind of optimistic. It's taken a long time, and it's going to still take a long time. There's still a lot I need to do. I'd hope to be through some of this stuff by now, but we haven't been, and unfortunately it is what it is. It's the time that I have available to me. I don't have that much. I have a full-time job, I have a daughter, something major could happen with her and me have to cancel the project altogether, you know, like things could happen. There's no guarantees in life, and promising you guys a release date's the last thing I want to do. I'll let down how many, you know, hundreds of thousands of people that are wanting this mod. Usually put the translating part under the parent node. So the translating part, in our case, is technically punch because it extends forward and back as it rotates. Right? And then you have the RAM, which needs to rotate accordingly to follow. So we usually put the translating part under the parent. So the parent being, I mean, the problem is that they both translate. Cylinder under the frame so it doesn't move. We're talking the whole cylinder, the whole piston under frame. So it doesn't move. And then put the node as part of the arm. I think I see what you mean. Right? I'm thinking of that right? Change the translate. I'll have to change all of the node I3s, but I think in theory it's all the same. Basically, I think I need to move all of piston up to main. Reference point is on the arm. Okay. So then we need to put piston as part of main. And then the node, which is what is actually calling for, right? That didn't change. We're still calling for node. Set that to exactly out here, there, or wherever it needs to be. We're gonna call it cylinder target node or something like that, just so it's obvious what it is. Cylinder target node. That's release date. Yeah, it is. It's not changing. It's not ever going to change. It's just going to be done when it's done. It is what it is. Okay. So now, realistically, then. Because we did that, now your moving part all stays the same. Your dependent part changes because it's no longer there, it's up top. So now this is now 0104 because that's what moves. 0104. Oh. Forgot the thing up there. 0104 is the moving part. Damn it, Hoonigan, you're going to encourage him. Now the reference point is still the same. It just needs thing changed. So node, or cylinder target node, still the same. It's all the same. So now the translating part, what's actually moving on the cylinder, is the punch. So 0104. Or 01040 to be specific. 01040. Let's try that. Yeah, nothing moves. Okay. Why does nothing move? Because the dependent part must not be right. Which doesn't make sense. The moving tool, the claw, is dependent on the piston moving. And that's what I'm moving, is the piston. So now you tell the piston that 01107 node is the NW. The frame, that needs to be different. That's part of it right there. So the frame reference needs to be 0104001. No, not that. 1. I really hate freaking cylinders. You need a dependent part. Dependent part is the piston. The 0104, right? If I'm understanding this correctly. And that's due to the attacher joint moving in location, so we could fix that. That's simple enough. 012. Okay. Know what happened with that. That's pretty obvious. Oh. Fuck knows what that did. It's better. I'm gonna come out of the game for a minute because I have a feeling that's not intended to do that, because that's almost it. That's almost it. Code Grapple CGS. I have no idea what that is. Are you talking to my log file? If you are, I'm pretty sure that's just to do with the hydraulic stuff, the fittings I have not set in right yet. Fear. You saw that in my log? Yeah, that's not important. Not important at the moment. I saw it, but it's because I have some lines hidden and then left them in GE. I was trying to recognize them. I don't know what to do with it. I know exactly what it is. Not a big deal. It's just, to, like I said, to do with the hydraulic line. I got to get everything else right before I can worry about hydraulic lines. That's easy enough to figure out later. We don't have hydraulic lines on the loader yet, so I gotta get that first. Yeah, oh, I know. It's streaming it, Scooter, I promise, is like, it makes it infinitely harder than it needs to be. But that's my main thing, is streaming. Modding is a secondary thing, so if that means it takes longer for the 1025, it's so be it. Okay, so I have something else going on now. Index not found 013. Well, I know what 013 is. That's the strap it stuff, which is fine. We can worry about that later. Not important at the moment. Why is it displaying it twice? That's so strange. Why is it like invisible on top of that? Why does that happen? I have one of these nodes wrong, for sure. I can't tell if it's frame. I feel like it's frame. I think it doesn't know what to do with that info. For the frame reference node. Especially if it's displaying lower. Yeah, that's what it is. It's right there. Okay. Here's moving back and forth really quick. I do need to slow it down. I do need to slow that down. So let me try calling, instead of this frame reference, this 010401. Let me try calling the 0104 just 1. See if it likes that better. I have a feeling it might. It's just all around confused. I don't. I hate cylinders. Cylinders literally are the death of me. 01057. What is 0157? 01057. It's calling on. It's calling on nothing in here. 01057 is not being mentioned in the XML. So 01057 does nothing. Literally nothing. So I appreciate the idea, the thought there, trying to help, but it's doing nothing. That's something else. Hey, no, not a problem. It's all right. Freaking cylinders, man. I've said this the whole freaking mod. Dependent part, yeah, I'm wondering if that's what's going on too. I'm thinking the dependent part's something. I got something fucked up there. That's what I keep coming back to, is dependent. Trying to work it out without moving stuff around the i3D again, but that's what's gonna happen. So That's where we're at. I mean, maybe if it calls on... It's still off. It's the node. It's... Yeah, it's... I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna laugh. Just gonna laugh. Tack down to loot. We'll be live tomorrow. I'm about to end it though. This is where I'm hitting my roadblock, and this is where I'm gonna stop, walk away from it tonight, and figure it out tomorrow, or send it to Josh and see if he can't figure it out. Coming out the dependent proton moving tool. Try it. See what happens. I think that may be a little better. Looks a little less glitchy. I don't know, man. It's losing me. Let me try removing reference frame, because I feel like that might be the other part of the equation that I'm not for sure on. Yeah, that's part of it. Except for now it doesn't know what to do with it. Okay. So it's to do with reference frame. I just need to figure out exactly what's where does everyone get. I give it to them because they're very helpful in chat and they're people that I trust. That's how they get that. And it's called moderator, and if you're starting a YouTube channel, they're very important. You want to make sure you pick good moderators. Yeah. Translating it, yeah. So it's gotta be that reference frame. So now I just gotta figure out exactly what reference frame is supposed to be. So it's gotta be... If it's not frame reference and it's not grapple RAM, it's gotta be... Gotta be the top, right? 104. I'll try it. Pretty sure we did that at one point, but I'll try it again. 104. Yeah. Well, no, you got it. Yeah, that's it. Now we just need to get the point right. So 0104 is exactly the point that needs to be correct. So whatever 0104 is, which is the 0104 is piston, right? So as long as we get the piston node set exactly where it needs to be, right? Re-zero it out and all that stuff. What I could do is I'll just take everything punched down and move it out, and then we'll put piston exactly where it needs to be. Yeah, you got it. Good shit, Scooter. Smart. Smart. Every time I start to think I'm smart, I run into a modder that's like, oh yeah, you just do this. I'm like, well, shit. Yeah. Friggin' Legacy does that to me all the time. I'm like, God, couldn't I figure that out? Ain't nobody getting paid up in here. I ain't getting paid. Let's just put on my back. Make sure I drag this out in nice groups. punch out as a nice group, and drag ram out as a nice thing, and now set piston exactly where it's supposed to be. Try that. So now I got fucking numbers twisted up again. Anyway, now I know what to do. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll get it all corrected after stream. I'm not gonna keep it rolling. We had a perfect 50. Oh, Fallout 3 went in at 56% with 9 votes. I'm gonna end it at that. So we're gonna go with Fallout 3. Yeah, we'll figure that. We'll get all that worked out. Cylinder FTC. Yep, we'll get everything right up. Radar down. Red light. Before, yeah, dude, it's. Yeah, there's so much. We'll do a little bit of just chatting time here before I completely take off. There's still a lot of comments here. Comes to RVs. I'm not great with RVs. I've never done an RV. No idea. Where was Legacy? He popped in for a minute. Just a little of that. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Scoot, I'll, you're on Facebook, right? I might get a hold of you, see if you want to take a whack at it after I got everything ready before I send it off. Let you mess around with it. Appreciate the help and the pointers tonight. Good to see fellow modders in here, and appreciate it a ton. Fear I do. Cameron, take it easy, man. Keith, everybody. Keith, Hooney, Viper, Scoot. Appreciate everybody. You all have a wonderful evening. We'll see you guys tomorrow with more modding. Have a wonderful